Up next on Lion TV, we have Colin Shepard with a story over virtual reality, Tristan Siebert with weekly weather,
and me, Addie Butler with sports. All that and more at Lion TV starts right now.
Good morning, Searcy High School, and I'm Josh Cremines.
And I'm Parker Staggs. How was your summer, Josh?
It was pretty good, man, but I'm here to be back for one last ride in the jungle.
I agree. Let's go ahead and hop on to some announcements.
Since students are no longer required to maintain a specific GPA to take the driver's test, the offices will no longer provide any documentation for the test. The forms needed to take the driver's test are available on the Arkansas State Police website. The link to this form has also been placed on the high school and district websites for convenient access to our students and parents.
Congratulations to Greg Spratman for placing 5th in Microsoft National Championship held in Orlando, Florida in June. Congratulations, Greg.
One new technology I've been looking forward to recently is virtual reality.
Luckily, we have Colin Shepard with a story that explores the possibilities of virtual reality.
In recent years, a promising new technology has emerged, VR. I sat down and spoke with a few individuals with knowledge and experience with this fascinating new technology.
VR is virtual reality, and there's actually virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. And all of those involve immersing yourself into a digital environment to either play a game or learn something, take a tour, but you're becoming part of the environment.
It makes you feel like you are actually in this other world, this other place.
You have a headset and usually hand controllers, you usually have some audio, and in that headset you're seeing that different environment.
What it amounts to, it tricks your brain. It makes your brain think that you're seeing something and hearing things that really aren't there.
Although most people have been using VR for gaming and entertainment, there are still many uses that VR holds in store for those looking for education or business applications.
Gaming is obviously a primary use right now, but I think people will just be able to immerse themselves in whatever the game, the movie, the story is that they're participating in. They can become part of it.
I think there's a lot of applications for VR. First of all, it's fun, and we all know if you're really enjoying something, having fun, you're going to remember it.
I've seen a lot of things for education where you're actually, especially for science-related fields, where you're actually getting inside of a body.
They're using VR right now in a lot of occupational training. I know surgeons in some cases will practice an operation in virtual reality before they actually do it. The military are using VR to train pilots and other things like that they can practice and learn how to do it without being in the real situation.
I think businesses can go on with something like that. Training, of course, would be an application. There's a lot of military training that's done using virtual reality and war games and that sort of thing. You can do tours of buildings, industry tours. So I think as the technology develops, it's endless what you can do with it.
Although VR is still in its infant stage, there are already countless programs already made or being made every day. VR is looking to be the future, and the future is fast approaching. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Colin, for that journey through the virtual dimension.
In local news, a Little Rock Middle School principal has been charged with a misdemeanor assault following an altercation with a student in January. Principal Rhonda Hall was charged Thursday with second-degree assault. A police report says that Hall told authorities that she stepped between two students who were fighting. She was restraining one of the students when one of them hit Hall in the face. A video later was provided showing Hall throwing a punch at the teen.
Indiana-based company that manages for youth detention centers in Arkansas has slashed the salaries of teachers who work with young offenders, leaving one center without any instructors. Teachers made an average of $56,000 last year, whereas now they make on an average of $42,000 a year. Youth Opportunity operates lockups in DeMont, Harrisburg, Louisville, and Mansfield. Louisville Center currently has no teachers.
In national news, 74% of the U.S. business economists appear sufficiently concerned about the risk of some of President Donald Trump's economic policies that they expect a recession in the U.S. by the end of 2021. The economists surveyed mostly didn't share Trump's optimistic outlook for the economy, though they generally saw recession coming later than they did in a survey taken in February. 34% of the economists surveyed said that they believe in a slowing economy will tip into recession in 2021. That's up from 25% in the February survey. Let's send things over to Tristan with a look at this week's forecast.
Guys, my name is Tristan Siebert. Today we're going to have a really sunny day with a high of 97 degrees with a rain percent chance at 10% and winds going south at 6 miles per hour and humidity at 67% and the sunrise at 6:31 a.m. Now for the low today, we're going to have a partly cloudy day with a 74 degrees Fahrenheit with a rain at 20% chance of rain and winds going south at 5 miles per hour and humidity at 87% and sunset at 7:48 p.m. Now for the almanac. For the average temperature, we're going to have 98% high with a low of 65, with the monthly average precipitation at 2.61 inches and month to date at 2.50 inches. Now for the 5cast. For Thursday, we're going to have an 89 degrees high with a 72 low with a 40% chance of rain. And for Friday, it's going to be a thunderstorm day with 86 degrees high with a 70 degree low with a 40% chance of rain. And for Saturday, we're going to have isolated thunderstorms with an 86 high with a 66 low and a 30% degrees chance of rain. And for Sunday, we're going to have a partly cloudy day with 87 high and a 67 low and a 20% chance of rain. And for Monday, we're going to have a partly cloudy day with an 89 degree high with a 70 degree low and a 20% chance of rain. I don't know about you, but I really want this heat wave to go away.
Yeah, I like thunderstorms a lot.
I do too.
Yeah, okay.
It's good movie night.
Well, let's see what we're having for lunch tomorrow. For tomorrow's lunch, we'll be having cheese pizza sticks, stromboli, roasted squash melody, cinnamon crackers, fruit punch, grapes, and a variety of milk.
Wow, that sounds good. Thanks, Josh.
Let's catch up on some more announcements.
The first Key Club meeting will be on September 3rd in Miss Butler's room. Anyone wishing to join Key Club can go by Miss Butler's room to pick up the application. Returning members need to have their $15 dues paid before the first meeting.
Student Council will meet this Friday at 7:35 a.m. in Miss Edelman's room 204.
Stop by room 324 to sign up for Spanish Club with Miss Haynes. Spanish Club is open to all current Spanish students and former club members. Dues are $5 and must be paid prior to voting for officers or sweethearts.
Searcy High Chess Team will have its first meeting and practice today at 3:05 p.m. in the room 324. See Miss Haynes ASAP to sign up. Let's send things over to Addie Butler to find out what's happening in the world of sports.
Good afternoon, Searcy High. I'm Addie Butler, and it's great to be back at the sports desk. Let's kick off the year with some local updates. The varsity football team had a scrimmage and win last night. We don't have the scores from this yet, but the first home football game will be Friday, August 31st against Morrilton. The golf team participated in a tri-match Monday against Riverview and Bald Knob, resulting in a win over both schools. Be sure to congratulate your Lion and Lady Lion golf teams as they kick off their season. The SHS tennis team played in Conway Monday, coming home with a win for the boys and a loss for the girls. They played Paragould at home yesterday, and we do not yet have those results. If you missed a match, you can catch them in action against BB at home on Thursday. Now for some national news. This past Saturday marked the last Saturday of the year without College Game Day on TV. This weekend, you can find your favorite broadcasters in Orlando for the Florida-Miami game. Unfortunately, it's been rumored that the fans' comical signs have been banned from the broadcast. Your Arkansas Razorbacks play their first home game August 31st against Portland State. Be sure to catch that game to see if the Heartbreak Hogs can bounce back after a record 10-game loss season. In NFL news, preseason games started Monday night with the 49ers traveling to Denver to defeat the Broncos 24-15. Thursday evening, we'll pick back up with more games. On Friday, the Chicago Cubs shook up their roster when they sent Albert Almora Jr. down to AAA and called Addison Russell back up. Despite this, the Dodgers still have a steady lead in the National League. There's still lots of time for shifts before postseason starts. Well, that's all I have for sports today. Let's send it back to Parker and Josh at the news desk.
Thanks, Addie, for those updates.
Well, guys, it wraps up today's episode of Lion TV.
If you missed any episode, be sure to go to our new YouTube channel and subscribe to Searcy High Lion TV.
And remember to follow us on Twitter at Lion TV, Instagram at Searcy Lion TV, and Facebook at Searcy High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Josh Cremines. Till next time, Searcy.
And I'm Parker Sachs. See you next time.